Change is easier than directional change, I think, is the challenge. We change all the time. I've got a stack of strategic plans back at my office, one 10 years ago, one 15 years ago. Everybody wants to change the place around, but actually getting somewhere, you have to fix a point and say, here's where I want to be at this point in time, and change toward it rather than just change for the sake of change. And in order to do that, not everyone can decide where you want to be. There has to be a consensus of, we want to be at this point in this time. And convincing people the difference between expenses and investments, that we can quite often be penny wise and pound foolish because we didn't put the proper thought and careful consideration and strategy. We're so busy trying to do the day-to-day, and we get completely caught up in what we do and how we do it instead of really, why are we doing this? And what is the essence of what we do, and how can we infuse it in everything? And it makes it's like putting the grease on the wheels sometimes. You're still doing the same amount of work, but it's so much easier. But you do have to set that time and that money aside to do that investment. And sometimes there has to be that leadership circle, maybe not an individual, but a circle, who says, this is the work we've put into this, and this is the best information that we've gotten out of it, and now we have to all embrace it. And one of the challenges I think arts organizations face is that quite often in the business world, if you don't embrace it, you get off. You go somewhere else. And a lot of times where we work, you stay. And to have the captain of the ship say, this is the direction we're heading in, and having people on board who say, I don't want to go there, that's your choice, but you don't get to stay on the boat. That's a tough one. It's easy to embrace change in an abstract level, but then to actually infuse it into your day-to-day work and monitor it, make sure that the quality is there, make sure that the consistency is there. For those of us that have businesses where it's just a one-time user, maybe you come to the museum once or twice in your whole life because you're a tourist. It still has to be a great experience. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be challenging, but getting everybody heading in the same direction is going to take a lot of work. We're all very passionate about what we do. That we don't have to worry about. In the business world, I think that's what you have to worry more about. But it's much more getting everyone to embrace a direction and pull together in the same direction. The businesses, the not-for-profit businesses that fail tend to be, that seems to be one of the things that they have in common.